Hey guys, how are you? And welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Jordana. And if not, then thank you for coming back and taking the time to watch my videos. I truly appreciate it. On today's video, I just found out that the VIB sale is basically in about 2 weeks or less. Depending on your status as a VIB Rouge, you get to be the first one to shop, and then you have two other options. VIB Rouge gets 20%, and then VIB gets 15%, and then the Beauty Insiders get 10% off. I usually buy at Ulta a lot of my stuff because you get points that you can turn into money, but Sephora has a lot of cool stuff that Ulta doesn't have. In any case, if you have the possibility to get 20% off, whether it's at Ulta or Sephora, and you want to see what products I would recommend that I've tried, I'm gonna do another video for a wish list if you guys would like to see that. But I'm also gonna leave the date of each category of VIB or Beauty Insider down below, so you guys know from which date to what date you're allowed to get that percentage off. So if you want to see that, then just keep on watching. This product is definitely a favorite of mine. This is the Origins Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. I recommended this to about 6 people, real life. I don't mean YouTube, because I think I've recommended this before on YouTube. But about 5 of my friends and clients have purchased this and they love it. The reason why I love it so much is because it keeps my face, pH of my face balanced. But it's not only that, I'm not acne prone, but sometimes I get breakouts. I get less breakouts since I use this, and also I don't feel that my skin is either too oily or too dry or too nothing. It's just, it keeps it in a middle level. This makes me feel better. It makes me feel fresh. It doesn't strip my skin. So this is my favorite face wash, and the best thing is that I buy the big one, and these I've had in my life for about 8 months, and it has about 6 months left or even more than that. You need the tiniest amount and it will lather up so good. And I use it with my husband, so that means this will last you for ages, and it's definitely worth the price. Even if you pay full price, it's definitely worth the price. So if you can get it on sale, it will be amazing. This is the Beauty Water by Son & Park. My skincare routine is pretty simple, but I love something fresh, and toners are my favorite thing of my skincare. I do not love oils or moisturizers. I do them anyway, but I do not love them. You know, they're good for you. I know they feel good for my skin, but I just don't love to apply them. But toners, on the other hand, I adore. I was switching this up in between another toner that I wanted to finish, and I already did. So I've been using this one more as my nighttime toner, but you can use it daytime or nighttime, and it's really nice on the skin. You can feel refreshed without being stripped, and the scents are amazing. This is supposed to help you with, I think, hyperpigmentation, remove dead skin cells from your face. You're supposed to use it either face thing in the morning or at night after removing all your makeup and doing your cleanses. You can use it as a toner, just like massaging your face, or you can use it on a cotton round. I just love it. I think it's really nice. Your skin actually feels healthier when you're using it. And I would repurchase when I run out. I think it's a really nice one. I love the scent. It has papaya, and it can help with scarring and stuff like that. It's just good. As a toner, it's good. I don't like toners that are super harsh on your skin, like alcohol. This doesn't feel like that at all. Funny thing, I've been using my Pro Matte L'Oreal foundation because you guys know I'm going through my foundations, and since I was using that and I felt that it was like too dry, I started using luminizing primers. Pulled this out of my drawer, and it was like right here. And just these past few days, I've been just going crazy with it. It's what I'm wearing today underneath my foundation, and I feel that that foundation is just so dry, and sometimes I hate it. It makes me feel uncomfortable, and I'm combination. But this makes everything better. So I've used a few other foundations with this underneath, like the Huda Beauty one, and it just makes every foundation better. It's so good that I haven't even been using a pore minimizing primer. I've been only using this one as my primer, and I adore it. It's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Staples, staples, staples. This is the Grande Lash serum. And today I'm wearing false lashes because this is my third day using one palette. I'm gonna have the 3-in-1 with the cranberry by Natasha Denona up soon on my channel. But I thought, since you guys know that I basically never wear fake lashes, that I show you my secret to long lashes is the Grande Lash. This was sent to me at first by Octoly and Grande Cosmetics about 2 years ago. So I finished one bottle, used it completely up, loved it, and then my lashes were going through a tough time and I repurchased this. This is the one that cost about $100 and I got it end of the year VIB sale for 20% off, and I would never regret that. This is the best purchase because it makes my lashes look like they never do on their own. If you are skeptical, this is an amazing, amazing lash serum. I would highly recommend it. This is vegan and it's also gonna last you over 6 months. I'm sure of that. But then talking about lashes, I have here velour lashes. If I'm gonna use lashes, these are the lashes that I'm gonna wear. These are the lashes that I'm wearing right now, the Fluff and Thick. You can get them at Sephora. And then these are the Estrada lashes, and you can see them. These are different than the ones that I'm wearing, but these will last you. Some people say that 20 times you can put them on, but I have worn them, the other pairs that I've bought in the past, about 30-40 times, and they are perfect. They just, you throw them out because the glue is just nasty if you don't clean them well, but these will last you a long time. I think they're worth the price. I wish velour would go back to their old packaging, which was the cardboard packaging, just to help the environment and just to help and make it easier for us to just recycle product. I think they shouldn't be doing this plastic packaging, but I love their brand. Their lashes are perfection. I have here this palette that I purchased now that I went to the US, and I also did a duping the vibes with it. So if you don't want to get it, you can check out that video, and you can use products in your collection to get almost a similar vibe. But now that I have it, after I swatched it in the store, I fell in love with it. It blew my mind, and I don't have any Natasha Denona face products until I got this one, and I adore it. Is the product that I'm wearing today is the draping blush that I have on my face. Just the cream blush is the blush that I'm wearing. I'm not wearing anything else on top. Maybe a little bit of this one, I think, on the apples of the cheeks, but the rest of the way it's just this blush. And I've been wearing it for hours now, and it's still looking beautiful. I love the way that blend. It looks super intimidating when you first see it, and when you start to apply it on your face, you feel like, damn, I screwed up my makeup. But it's not that way at all. It's beautiful. It blends beautifully. Every single shade on this palette is a shade that I will use. For me, this is the kind of palette that you should always buy, no buyer or not. If you're not going to use all of the products inside a palette, then you shouldn't buy the palette. And if there were 20 products in the palette and you don't like one, that's okay. But if there are 4 and you like only 2, then just don't get it. It will end up being extremely pricey for you. For glosses, I have only one formula, and it's the Fenty formula. In my other videos, you will see that I love Buxom glosses and I adore them. I even adore NARS glosses. I'm wearing Orgasm on my lips today, the gloss, and I love it. But Fenty glosses are one of my favorite because of the way they feel on the lips. These smell, on the other hand, like Skittles, but these are so good. I have to say my favorite too. I can't find the original one. That's my favorite. But then the other one that I adore is Diamond Milk. I think this is beautiful as a topper on any lip you're wearing. I find it to be super versatile and beautiful. These are just perfection. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders. Do I need to say more? I just finished Dim Light. My favorite, of course, is Radiant Light. This is my second full-size one, and you can see that I hit major pan on it. I use it on my kids for the buffing technique. It's just the best way to make your makeup look like you were born that way with it on your skin. It's a flawless finish. I also have Diffuse Light, and it's the one that I use when I'm extremely pale or I mix it up. I also use Ethereal Light. My favorite though is Radiant Light, and if I had to just only keep 2, I wouldn't even get Dim Light anymore. I would get Diffuse Light and Radiant Light because they have sort of a, one, it's sort of a golden warm undertone, and then Diffuse Light is a yellowish undertone. But if you're extremely fair or you want a super bright under eye, Ethereal Light is the way to go. These powders are like nothing else you can find in the market, in my opinion. Nothing compares to Hourglass powders. They're just amazing. And on that note, you can check out the blushes and the bronzers, and they're as beautiful as this because they have a mixture of these ambient lighting powder mixed with the blushes or the bronzers colors, so it makes them blend even easier and prettier, and they look glowing on your skin. Milk Makeup Bronzer. This has been my bronzer of choice lately. It has been a favorite for years now, and this product will last you about 2 years or 3 years even using it every day. I think it can even last you more. I think the amount of product that you need is so little. The quantity that comes in this tube is so much. If you want to try a mini size, you can also do that, but I think you'll be so happy with your purchase. Milk Makeup is one of those brands that I would love to get PR from. They're just a brand that comes up with the most beautiful products, easy on the go, just when you want to look natural and you want to do a finger makeup. These are the type of products that I love. I adore all makeup, but Milk calls my name. This product I purchased about 2 years ago. It's still going strong. It's beautiful. And I think they have now a different shade. I always warm it up with my finger first, but you can see this shade right here. You cannot go wrong with it. It's just one of those products. It's one of those products. It's just, oh, look at it blended into my skin, and you can blend it even more and stretch it out. I blended it with a beauty blender or a Wayne Goss brush, and it just gives you the perfect amount of bronziness. I have it in the shade Baked. I don't know if I already said that, but I would highly recommend this bronzer. For translucent powders, Laura Mercier is of course a favorite, but you can see this is basically since I started using it. I have it on my kit. I repurchased another shade now that I went to the US for my kit. I adore it. What I use on my kit, it has to work for a lot of people, and it has to be the best of the best. And this Huda Beauty powder, I find that it can do no wrong. You can bake with it and it looks stunning. It can mattify your foundation, or you can just make a dewy foundation last longer if you want to just apply it in certain areas. This is one of the best translucent powders out there. If you want a translucent powder with a hint of color, this is the one for sure. Holy grail when it comes to my brows, to set my brows, is the Givenchy Mr. Brow Groom. It's just one of the best discoveries I've ever made. I do not say that lightly. I know it's just makeup and it sounds super dramatic, but I used to use the ABH gel, and this is like 10 times better than that, and that one is amazing. So this is definitely worth the price point, and it will last you the same amount of time that the ABH will last you. I love the tiny brush, and it holds them like nothing else. It's Holy Grail, the Anastasia Soft Glam. This is still my favorite Anastasia palette. I just got the Riviera one and I love it. Nothing compares to this one. And you can see that since I got it, I've been panning about 5 shades. And I think this is one of the best palettes that Anastasia has come out with. They are insane on the eyes. These are beautiful for bridal. For me, this is the bridal palette that I love the most. I love the Huda Beauty one. That one as well I would recommend. But this is basically my favorite palette that's not the Natasha Denona. If you love eyeshadows, then the ABH formula and the Natasha Denona formula are my favorites. You just have to go and see color schemes because they have a ton of different palettes and you can choose the colors that you love the best. Concealers. Born This Way concealer. Too Faced knocked it out of the park with this concealer. I think this is way better than the Tarte Shape Tape. I still adore my NARS Radiant Creamy, but I think that this is an in-between the Tarte one and the NARS one. NARS is always gonna be Holy Grail. I've been using this since 2012. That's a lot of years for this concealer, and I keep repurchasing and repurchasing throughout the years. But this is just lovely. I would highly recommend it, especially if you think the Tarte one was super drying. This is the Translucent Glow Laura Mercier powder. I have to say I wasn't expecting to like this. I just wanted to try it, and why not get it just for free? You can see it right here. So it's right here on the skin. It's a translucent powder that will give you the most beautiful glow. So if you want something subtle, a no makeup look, and you will put this in the highest points of your face to set it. Some people use it all over their face. I haven't done that yet, but just the tiniest amount will work. I have this little top and I've been using it for a while now. I still have a ton left. This is the best product to do a chin highlight because it doesn't look rude. And you can see right here, the glow is just beautiful. And it looks super natural. It looks as if you were just sweating at the tiniest amount on the right place without the metallic finish that I'm not that into. For foundations, I have 3 foundations, 3. And 2 of them are no surprise. These have been holy grail for me for years. And I've gone through a lot of them. I use them on my kit. They just work. This is the Born This Way foundation and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. But these will have full coverage. It will not let you look oily. It will last all night. You will adore this foundation. It's holy grail. It's my favorite foundation of all time, for sure. I don't have anything that can compare to this. When I'm going to an event, this is my foundation. I'm a combination. I get oily on my T-zone. I'm normal on the rest of my face. But I use this on every oily client and it lasts a long time. Then the Born This Way is an everyday foundation in my opinion. I just purchased one for my mom now that I went to the US. She wanted me to get a foundation for her because her skin has been a little bit more on the drier side. I'm really happy that she is gonna be using this foundation. I think it's the best for her because she's not extremely dry, but she has been getting dry patches and this works beautifully on the skin. The shade range is amazing. You can build it up from medium to full. It's mostly medium coverage and you can lighten it up. You can make it extremely dewy. You can use a mattifying primer and then put this on top, or just use a glowy primer underneath and make it extremely glowy. This is another one that's on my kit permanently. And now I've been adding up this one to my kit because my clients love it so much. The coverage of the Estee Lauder is a full coverage, but this is an extremely full coverage foundation. This is the Huda Beauty one, and I use less amount of product for a full face because of the high coverage that it has. I love the scent. A lot of people do love the scent because I know that my clients always tell me, oh, that smells super nice. If you have sensitive skin, the scent is not gonna be the best one for you, but I truly adore this foundation. I love that it has a lot of shades. I wish it would have more, but I love the yellow shades that it has. They work amazingly for my kit. I wouldn't put it on dry skin, but on combination to oily skin, it's just insane and it will last you all day. I put this foundation in one of my clients for the Carnaval de Barranquilla, which is a carnival. She was a marimonda and they dance for kilometers and kilometers and kilometers. They dance on the heat. Barranquilla is super, super warm and it's extremely humid. And she told me that she was the only one who had her makeup perfect until the end of the dancing. And marimondas, they jump, they mess around. They're the messy character from the Carnaval de Barranquilla. Now a product that's an in-between foundation or concealers. I have 4 shades. I'm gonna show you 3 right here. This is the Sensual Skin Enhancer by KEVYN AUCOIN. The shade range is beautiful. This can be either a concealer or a foundation. You can mix it up either with a moisturizer or something like the Cryolan Makeup Blend, and it will give you just the amount of coverage that you're looking for, but this will cover anything and everything. I'm gonna grab the tiniest amount with a Q-tip. That's all I need. I could do almost my entire face with that amount right there, depending on how I use it. I wanted to show you the full coverage part of it. You can see it right there. That will cover a tattoo. It will cover anything and everything. It will set into your skin and it will not budge. It will not budge. It will make you look flawless. I wouldn't recommend it for every day, but as a concealer, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is extremely full coverage. You just have to learn how to work with it, but I think it's a definite product that if you have a makeup kit, makeup artistry kit, you should carry on your kit. This palette right here is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes today, and this was one of the things that I got with a gift card at Sephora now that I went. I don't feel guilty that I didn't get the 20% off, because if I purchase the stuff that I'm gonna get 20% off on, then I will have to pay extra shipment for it to get to Colombia, and I will end up paying more than the 20% that I'm saving. This is what it looks like. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna post a 3-in-1 makeup look with only this palette without using any other palette to help me create the looks. I've gotten so many beautiful looks with it. I've used it about 6 to 7 times since I got it, which was basically not even 2 weeks ago, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it's a palette that I will get definitely my money's worth from it. And I love Natasha Denona formulas. The cream to powder formula, which are the two mattes that are right here, are unbelievable. You will get the least amount of fallout that you've gotten from a so high pigmented shadow. You will have to try it to see, but those cream to powder shadows are just the ones that you can build up, and they will build up, but you will have no fallout. They're amazing. I don't even know if this one is still on the website. This is one of the palettes that I have in my project progress right now, and this is the Tropic palette from Natasha Denona. This has been a favorite of mine since I got it, and I wouldn't regret it for a second. I think this palette is one of the most beautiful palettes from Natasha Denona. The ones that I'm showing you for sure are my favorite, and I love, people say that, oh, they have a lot of everyday colors and these are a lot of mattes and whatever. I love that. These are colors that I would wear every day, and if I want to do something crazy and pop a color, I will have all these shades right here. The formulas are completely different. A lot of them are just so different from whatever other formula you have tried. The matte from Natasha Denona, they blend like nothing else. They stay put like nothing else. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be waterproof, so just see what Natasha Denona shadow you can get. I'm just showing you, but this is just the way they are. They're just blinding and perfect. And one that's a matte, you can see that right here. They are stunning. They are stunning, and I think people, they get super scared just because of the price point. But Natasha Denona shadows, I have never heat pan in one eyeshadow from her. When I'm using them constantly, you can see my Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, and those, all of my palettes, 90% of them have pan in them in a lot of shades, and I use them the same. Those are my two favorite formulas, and I've never heat pan on Natasha Denona shadow. They're just a different formula that will last you longer. So if you just want to have one palette in your life, either get Natasha Denona or ABH, but if you get Natasha Denona, don't feel like you're wasting your money. Just grab the color range that you would actually use. Don't get something that it's so crazy that you will never use it. But if you get something that you will actually use, it will be so worth the money. Try them. You will not be disappointed. And if you are, you can always return them. It's not something that I love to do. I only do it when I hate a product, but you can always return them if you don't like them. Just try them out and study them. Study the formulas, learn how to use them, and you will never be disappointed. If you love different textures, if you love the art of makeup, you will love Natasha Denona. I also have here my gold palette by Natasha Denona, and this is just, oh, so beautiful. This is so beautiful. The different formulas on this one are insane. I love this color right here. I love this one. I love the toppers that she has, the chroma crystal shadows. I love colors like this one, that you move them around and they end up being sort of a greenish shade, or just colors like this one. This is such a beautiful gold, and you're not even pressing your finger hard into them. The pigmentation is just beautiful. You can play with your fingers with a small brush. You can wet them if you don't want to use your fingers because you have long nails like I do. But they are insane. I love this one because of the mattes here are everyday mattes, are mattes that I can use with any other palettes. And I love the way that you can create a ton of looks with the textures of the palettes. I have here the Agave lip mask, and I use this every day. I don't remember when I got it, but I use this morning and night, and I adore it. I had a little sample size of the Lash lip mask, and I'm not as obsessed with that as I am with this. And I have to say, I love when things have a little bit of color. I don't like looking dead even when I'm sleeping. I want to be a sleeping beauty. So the Bite Agave lip mask, the shade that I use is the reddish one. I don't remember the name, but it's the reddish one. It's amazing, and I love the way it makes my lips feel before I'm applying lipstick. I'm happy that they changed the packaging because the first time they released it, I got it and it was a mess. Now it's still messy a little bit. It's just crumbling. But the other one was just disgusting, and the mask would come out all over. It's beautiful. If you need to hydrate your lips, you can even carry this on your purse and just use it as a balm, not even as a mask, and it will work beautifully on the lips. I have two products that I don't have that I want to recommend to you guys. I haven't purchased them because I'm in a no buy year, but Le Rouge Perfecto by Givenchy is my favorite everyday lipstick. It's sort of a Dior lip glow. And I have a few Dior lip glows, but they're the matte version. I would recommend also for you to try the Dior lip glows, the regular formula. They're beautiful and they make your lips look doll-like. They make your lips look like you're alive and like you're a kid. I love the girly look. I love the Asian girly look. I do not love the perfected lip. I prefer sort of a blotted lip, and those give me hydration while still just giving me color. So I love the Dior lip glow in pink, and I love the one in coral. And for the Le Rouge Perfecto, I actually purchased one that's a reddish one. It's called Spirited, but I prefer the Le Rouge Perfecto in perfect pink. I think that's just the shade of life. I just adore that, and I love the way it feels on my lip, and it's never heavy. So I wanted to recommend those even though I don't have them. I have another product that I don't have, which is the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. I ran out of that one. I miss it every day. I'm now using the High Impact Mascara by Clinique. It has nothing on the Lancome mascara. I feel with the Clinique one that I want to wear falsies, or that I want to do something extra on my lashes from time to time depending on the look. But with the Lancome one, I didn't even want to wear falsies when it was needed to wear falsies because my lashes would look crazy with that. So I would highly recommend for you to check that out if you're looking for a mascara that's beautiful. And then last but not least, I'm going to show you another Natasha Denona palette, and it's the Viva palette. This and the Andy in Bloom and the Cranberry palettes were my gift for my birthday for myself. I've told you before that we don't celebrate birthdays in our house, so I don't get gifts from anyone. Not my husband gave me flowers, but he's not that into birthdays either. If I want a birthday gift, I have to give it to myself. It was an amazing purchase. I love it. This palette will be a palette that I will use more than any other Natasha Denona palette that I have, and this palette will help me remove a few palettes that were useful and that I would sort of need the color scheme in my collection or my makeup artistry, but I don't want to have any more. I just kept them because they were useful. But this formula is my favorite for sure, and I'm happy that I have this color scheme. That is something that I always need and always want for my art and for my life, for my everyday looks. I know this will be a loved palette for sure. I think if I'm gonna hit pan in Natasha Denona, for sure this is the one that I'm gonna hit more pan than any other Natasha Denona palettes, because it's just a boring palette, and you guys know how much I'm in love with boring palettes. I've always also wanted the black from Natasha Denona. She has an eyeshadow that's a single, and she made it in the cream to powder formula that I adore so much. So this is a buildable black that will not go everywhere when you put your brush into it. It's just that formula that will build up beautifully and will have no fallout. It was a long video, guys. I'm gonna do a wish list of the products that I would buy if I wasn't in a no buy year, or the products that maybe I will use one of my points to get. I don't think so. Or the products that are staples in my collection that I need to replace. So that's it for this video, guys. Also, leave for this video, what can you guys leave? For this video, leave a little dollar bills with wings, because it's another sale, and for sales I think that's the best emoji if you guys are gonna purchase something. Or if you're not gonna purchase anything, just put like a stop sign as an emoji if you ended up watching the entire video. And I'll see you on Wednesday. I love you guys. Bye.